Hello everyone, it's me, Blooded Dragon Sonic, back again with Race 5, the Sake April for the Formula E Monoposto Championship Season 8. This time out, as I've just said, we're heading to Sake. It's another night race. This time, we're heading to the Middle East, so let's exit that grid for the Sake April. And it's El Carlos on pole from Blooded Dragon Sonic and Milestone against the Cable, Ravo, Mechanic. Then Iron Badness starting on the hard tires for extra tire life. Then it's Catfish, Dash Sanchez and his teammate Pachuco, Yusuf and his teammate Mark Nelson, Aldridge and his teammate Mark Gallagher, Jay Gallagher, sorry. Then it's Medicis, Davey, Alan Lee and his teammate Skeda, Mohammed Awawi and Paul Rock. His teammate Jamie Cat also on the hards, and in last place it's not Lewis Hamilton. Well, Sake always happens to be one of the shorter races, but this time, could El Carlos once again take it home with another race victory as Gold Bug, let's go on! And with those graded Sake, El Carlos with a pretty good getaway, but Blooded Dragon Sonic with a better one still. He looks as if he's got a better first phase of the last, and he's already up into the lead. The new Jaguar livery not helping to bring any speed, but took a little fight the time penalty behind the lead, and Carlos coming back. And it's Blooded Dragon Sonic through the first game and up into the lead, or rather retaining and regaining that lead is El Carlos. Yes, it's still sharp. That's good. So El Carlos leads from Blooded Dragon Sonic and Milestone. Ravo, who started on the hard tires, is somehow managing to defend with all his might and is still in fourth. His teammate Iron Bandits, however, is dropping down to 10th as Marcus Nelson drops down to 12th. 13th even, and he's on the mediums. It just looks like everyone else has a bit more confidence than that Mahindra driver. And for the hard tire runners, I'm gonna guess that they're gonna go all the way to around that 10. Soft tires are probably gonna last until 6, and the mediums probably around to 8. 2-lap differences. As we go on to that second lap, El Carlos leads his teammate trying to make some moves, but he's being marked by Mechanic Sanchez down in 11th. Nothing like the displays of great starts that we see that man in so often perform, but seldom has he ever not made up any positions on the first lap, let alone lost any. El Carlos with the fastest first sector of anybody, as his teammate Catfish fighting with Mechanic, extending it down the inside, however, does the Turkish driver. And it Banis back up into 9th. Yusuf up into 10th, getting past Sanchez again. Blooded Dragon Sonic, however, on the back of the Jaguar of El Carlos. The new Jaguar livery is just one of the sleekest liveries on the grid, because it's a black car with teal accents, and those teal accents just make it look like one of the best, if not the best livery on the grid. Reminds me of the Mercedes, except without any silly gradient. Onto lap 3 then, and everyone's just setting a new fastest lap of the E3 across the line. That's U Cable, however, with a 1:14.6, as down the inside at turn 1 goes Blooded Dragon Sonic, and he has just retaken the race lead. El Carlos doesn't have a VRS on this lap, nor does Blooded Dragon Sonic. Stone does. The only driver who's gotten into any incident so far in this E3 is Pachuco, with that flash of the time penalty for contact. However, Blooded Dragon Sonic leads with a new fastest first sector of the E3. Then it's El Carlos who's maintaining a 4/10 of a second gap, even with DRS, 3/10, but he can't close it to 2. It's 3.69 tenths of a second, and it's opening up as we go through the turns. That clear air that the Nissan has definitely helping him compared to the Jaguar. And that's a very slow moving game again in last place. I'm looking at a mini map for that, and that's probably all down to how little development really have been able to do. Going to lap 4 then, and Boy Dragon Sonic is sitting duck tail colors. ERS, inside line, means race lead for the Jaguar driver. And this might just be the story of the race, is if nothing changes. They're going to need some kind of trump card. And a Sierra with a track limits warning down in 17. That is at turn 2, finding his own teammate over that position as Nautilus Howard. He's at a rocking start up into 6th place there. Very nice for me, better than his teammate at least. And oh, Sierra with the collision, and that's a 3-way fight for 16th. And Nautilus Howard has a puncture! Oh, and I was praising him for his amazing start. He's got to start suffering with a puncture. Then there, Sierra hit him. Of course, that's what I mentioned, and that's how it's got a time penalty to his name. It was also sudden. He's gonna have to peel into the pits at the end of this lap. But oh dear, lap 5 of 19. And he's dropped down to last. Gallagher's going pretty slowly as well compared to the guys around him, but I do believe that's just down to the soft tyres. And yeah, this is one of the more abrasive track surfaces here. So of course, punctures are more likely. But I didn't think it would happen this easily. As Blade Dragon Sonic is actually leading now, Davies with the track limits warning. And yes, that is also at turn 2. Blade Dragon Sonic in the lead from El Carlos and Milestone. I'm trying to present my voice better because I just thought that I wasn't exactly audible last time. As yet, into the pits is Nautilus Hamilton, and you can actually see the actual breaks in the code with the motion blur, coding. It's not very robust. Avery drops down to 19th place, and could he have a puncture as well? No, he's just going pretty slow, but it's very odd to think about. The soft tires have actually started to green, as into turn 1 goes El Carlos. It's very close to touching with the 2 drivers there, but he's taken the lead and got a monster exit to be 8 tenths of a second ahead. By turn 4, the Envision drivers not actually being able to make too many moves. As you can see, they are both on hard tyres. The highest place drivers on hard tyres. But yeah, you can actually see that the cheater of Nautilus Hamilton ahead of these guys. That's how bad that had gotten for that puncture. But El Carlos is still leading away 7 tenths of a second ahead of Blade Dragon Sonic. We go on board with Milestone. We've got 5 tenths of a second ahead and behind him. As into the pits come El Carlos and Stone. Okay, didn't expect it to be this early. UK Ball's in as well. Anyone else in the top 8 coming in? Nope. But we do have the 2 go in to the pits on lap 7 and 19. Aldridge is in as well. Anyone else coming in? Looking back with Aldridge, because that can actually tell you who else is coming into the pits. But it doesn't seem like it's likely. The only one who feasibly would or could is Polar, who does come in. So Blade Dragon Sonic leading from Catfish and Mechanovic. Then it's the 2 Envisions of Waver and Babinus. Then Yusuf Sanchez, Nelson, Gallagher, and Medicis. That is your top 10. Then 18 seconds off the lead is El Carlos. And he's got ground to make up. Stone down in 14th place with UK Ball up in 12th. He's leapfrogged that Nissan. Can he do the same with the other one? He's reached the highest point in the track, technically, I guess, on the track map at least. We go on board with Blade Dragon Sonic, who is 5 seconds ahead of Catfish. And he's going to do another lap onto the lap 18. Mechanovic down into fourth place as into the pits comes Mechanovic and Catfish. So Envision currently having a 2-3 on their hands. Sanchez is in the pits now. And I'm just wondering, they should definitely, they should definitely pull in Bladed Dragon Sonic pretty soon, or else he's going to be suffering from tire problems. And he's already being caught by the Envisions. That gap should be around 5 seconds. It's more close to 4, if anything. I'm pretty sure I'm charging. But that shouldn't be a problem. We've got a low power warning, which back in the days of the tech loss would be absolutely devastating to see. Yeah, I've got low power mode on and everything. But yeah, back to the race, however, El Carlos in 5th with UK ball behind. And that's a 16-second deficit to the lead. Robo takes second as into the pits comes Bladed Dragon Sonic on lap 8 of 19. And those hard tires are going to start going off the cliff. El Carlos is almost definitely going to take that third place from Bladed Dragon Sonic. Yusuf is also in the pits now. And as you can see, Bladed Dragon Sonic only now comes out of the pits. And he's going to be behind. Is he going to be behind his own teammate? On the road, no. But that means HWA have leapfrogged both Nissan drivers. Sierra is in the pits now as well. Oh, with a bit of damage, not an awful amount. Debris is in, so those hard tires are going to stop being as effective pretty soon. But UK Ball and HWA Race Lab have been able to pull off a miracle here. They've leapfrogged 2 cars. And it's all down to Nissan trying to pull out that stint for as long as possible. And Alan Lee flying over 13th place with Marcus Nelson. And I don't think it's worth it if you haven't made your pit stop yet. Which he most definitely hasn't. So why is he still flying over the position? He's not really fighting for much of anything, to be honest. So the 2 Envisions coming towards the line now. Into the pits comes Babinus. So Ravo is going to be the longest driver to stay out on the same tyres, as that's 10 laps on those hards. But Babinus is going to come out on the softs. So it's going to be very quick. That's for sure. Stone with DRS on his own teammate. He might take the inside. Coming into the first chicane. Catfish behind the 2 Nissans. With 9 laps to go. And if the Nissans are going to win this race, they're going to need some kind of miracle. They're going to need yellow flags, safety car, just genuine misfortune to happen to the guys ahead. And actually, I could say the same with Ravo as well. Because 4 seconds separate him and El Carlos. That is the entire length of this straight. You just chop off a bit of it. And yeah, I think Bladed Dragon Sonic is going to be under threat from his own teammate here over that 4th position, because that's not secure at all. Yusuf getting past Sanchez there. Sending it down the inside at 10, and that's a very clean overtake for him. Looking back with Yusuf, and yes, Sanchez trying to find an answer, but he comes up with 0. Rovo is in, and he's going to go into soft. So El Carlos leads, UK Ball second, Bladed Dragon Sonic third, sorry. Catfish almost looks as if he was able to get past the Nissan of Milestone. Just not close enough to do it there. 4 seconds separating the top 5. And the real fight for position is the fight for third. This is currently being won by Bladed Dragon Sonic. Power Tech. I think that'll get us through the E3. On board with Ravo. down in 10th place. He should be able to get back up into 8th with little difficulty. But whether or not a podium is possible, he's gonna need yellow flags and the like. And the only chance for one is just seemingly gone. So El Carlos still leads. Meanwhile, we're looking at Debris, who, in the number 16, rarely has a very eventful race at all. Lap 12 and the number 12, currently leading, and is Gamercat, and he's being lapped, looking back with everyone else. It's a corner cut for Catfish. That's how he's taken P4 from Milestone, who is still not gotten past the trolley of Gamercat. It's very messy how these guys have lapped this man. As Blade Dragon Sonic with the new fastest first sector, and that lapped car has actually bunched up the top 3 again. So now, with 7 to go, we finally had that fight for the lead. It's the three-way fight for the lead, not just for the drivers, but for the teams as well. It's Jaguar versus HAA and Nissan. It's all of their aces against each other. And El Carlos, this is only his 15th race in the championship. He's already showing his worth. He already showed it in the postseason of Season 6. Blade Dragon Sonic up into 2nd, however. One of the older drivers, Nicholas Hamilton, is into the pits again, and that is what happens when you have a puncture so early. You need to pit so late into the E3 for a second time. On lap 13 of 19 then, can Blade Dragon Sonic, he's dove to the inside. Can he take the lead then? No, he cannot. It's so close between the top 3 though. There is literally nothing in it for any of these guys. There's so much to fight for. And it's only 6 laps till the end of the E3. Rainbow's man made his way up into 8th place. Ionic Batmus with the fastest first sector of anyone. Down the inside. Could Blade Dragon Sonic go? The door's been shut, but not firmly enough. Into the lead goes Blade Dragon Sonic. And that, everyone, is how you make a comeback. With 6 laps to go, however, that lead is anything but secure. He's going to need to start pulling away, or else he's going to be in major trouble from not just the guys behind him, but also, if there's a safety car restart, and everyone else peeling into the pits would be catastrophic for these guys. As into the pits comes El Carlos. On lap 14 of 19, this is definitely going to be a 2-stop race. But what if there's a safety car? If there is a safety car on this or the next lap, we will finish with 1 to go. The 2 goes also in, and all of these guys are bagging on it, finishing on the green if you're pitting now. Aldridge is in as well the second time. As we go on board with U-Cable Power Check, we are definitely making it to the end of the E3. Sierra's is in 15th place currently. I'm not too sure on what we should be focusing on. Mechanic and Ravo currently struggling over 6th position. And out of the top 2, I wonder who's going to come in first. Because Blade Dragon Sonic staying out. U-Cable is into the pits on lap 15. Polarock is also in. So Catfish is inheriting 2nd. Fabness 3rd. Stone is 4th. Rayford 5th. Mechanic 6th. On board with El Carlos, as that's a fight that's just entered the pits between Sanchez and Marcus Nelson. And U-Cable has come out behind El Carlos. We've got 4 laps to go. There is absolutely no telling how this race is going to end, because Blaze Dragon Sonic is probably going to come into the pits at the end of this lap. There is a chance that he doesn't, but his teammate's been passed by Rainbow there, whose soft tires are now beginning to drain a bit, but he's still got pace in them. Those mediums don't look like they've been worn at all, but they have been heavily worn. But there just doesn't seem like there's any chance of any issues going for any driver. And Blaze Dragon Sonic staying up for another lap. Lap 16 of 19. The pit lane closes at the end of lap 18. So in other words, the leaders have 2 laps to come into the pits if they're going to. El Carlos in 7th now. Yusuf is coming to the pits, and it's a very slow moving trolley. That is Polar Rock of new softs. Yusuf's coming in for soft tires, and if you're going to come in this late into the E3, of course you're going to have to go in for the softs. But I don't get it. All of these guys are under threat from El Carlos and new cable. So I guess the smart thing to do is stay out, stick it out, hope that you don't get a puncture. Sierra's come in once again, and Dave Bruce is behind him once again. Notless Hamilton finds himself up in 20th place. And that puncture didn't just hamper his race, it killed it. They're coming down into the final corner to begin lap 17. And Blaze Dragon Sonic does come into the pits. Fabulous is in as well. Catfish comes in. Rainbow stays out, so he's going to take the lead with Stone in 2nd, and Mechanovic is in. So El Carlos will be 3rd. As you can see, not a lot of the contest. New Cable will probably be 4th here. If not, Blaze Dragon Sonic will be ahead. He is 4th, so that means Blaze Dragon Sonic will be 5th. That is Polar Rock ahead of him now, which means there might be a bit of a lapping fiasco here. But with 2 laps to go, like I said, the running order would have been shaken up if they came in, and it has. Gallagher is into the pits on this lap. Meditas is also in, and that is not Lewis Hamilton in there. This is Batuco. If that is not Lewis Hamilton, the graphics were wrong. Of course, don't really know how that happened, of course. But with 2 to go, there's just no telling how this is going to end. Because Stone is 3 seconds ahead of El Carlos, and that gap has just been closed. And Catfish now has a 5 seconds time penalty, causing a collision with Polar Rock there. Slow moving lap car, of course, causing many an issue. And into the pits finally comes Wavo and Miles Stone. So that means 3rd place is now Blaze Dragon Sonics. And with 2 laps to go, there is no fight for the lead. El Carlos is 2.2 seconds ahead of UK Ball, who is 5 seconds ahead of Blaze Dragon Sonic. There's a further 3 ahead of Fabness. And Rainbow and Mechanovic are actually fighting over the 6th position here because of Polar Rock being a lap car. Getting in both drivers' way. So this is your current race leader in the number 12 of Jaguar Racing. And it's hard to say that he's had an easy races into the pits. Finally comes Hammond Wally with the most soft tires on the grid. And those softs that the top 2 are on are actually beginning to grain. El Carlos's are actually 9% higher than UK Balls. Jaguar's tire management is just awful, as we get a pretty awful barrier shot. That's a lot better. We're on the final lap of the E3 now. El Carlos leads, UK Ball 2nd, Blaze Dragon Sonic is 3rd, Fabness 4th, as Nautilus Hamilton's in for the 3rd time. third and final time in the C3 on the final lap. And I just don't see this race ending in a different way than how it currently is. And Carlos leading. He's shown everyone how it's done. Coming up to the back of Mohamed Awawi. Yes, that is Mohamed Awawi ahead of El Carlos on the road. There will be a black car once he gets past. Miles Stone sets a new fastest first sector of anybody. On board with you cable, 1.4 seconds back from El Carlos. Unfortunately for him, that's not going to be enough to deny the Spaniard his race victory. Bridge ranks on with a new fastest sector of anybody. But coming into the final turn, it's El Carlos who's going to take the second replay here today, and it's a new fastest lap for you cable at the line of 113.9, taken by Blade Dragon Sonic, who takes third place and a 112.75. Could Raven steal that once more? Yes, he does. A 112.733. Miles Stone steals that to give it tennis on one more time. It's a 112.366. Then it's Yusuf, Batuco, and Sanchez. And that will be your top 11 at the line with a single driver in the P3. Alan Lee, however, still got a fight to go for with Debris. This could be fun in the final sector of this E3. He's behind Debris here. Could he get past? He's got that chance. Looking back with Debris at Alan Lee, who's going to send it down the inside of the final turn. He's closed the door, but what's that firm enough to shut down Alan Lee at the line? And we'll find out later. And this is your podium then. El Carlos winning from U-Cable and Blader Dragon Sonic. Then it's Ina Bamness and Ravo, Catfish and Sixth with that passing time penalty. And it's Mechanovic, Stone, Yusuf, Sanchez and Batuka. Then it's Marcus Nelson, Aldridge, Delegate, Medicis Debris, Alan Lee, who was not able to get past Cheetah, then Mohamed Nawawi, Sierra, Polarock, Nautilus Hamilton, and Gamer Cat. Then in the driver's standings, it's Blade Dragon Sonic on top from Ravo, El Carlos, U-Cable, and Stone. The rest of the standings are seen here. And in the constructors, coming into the next race, race 6. This only Adams lead on 141 points from HW Race Labs. UT6. Then 2 points back, you'll find Jaguar. Another 2 points back, you'll find Envision. Then a good 70 points back, you will find Dragon Racing. Then it's Mahindra, Tachita, Renault, Audi, Aguri, and Trilly. We'll see you guys next time for race number 6.